How much shoulder is too much shoulder? Is that too much? I'm gonna go for it anyway. I do apologize if my shoulder is offending you. Actually, you know what? Since I have the shoulder out, I might as well highlight. May as well. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye, and if you are new here, here are a couple of random facts about me. I am always freezing cold. Unless it's at least 28 degrees Celsius outside, I am always cold. I'm freezing cold constantly. I didn't grow up in the cold. I grew up in the nice heat in Australia. So you can imagine how much I love UK winters. And I also low-key kind of totally did steal this intro from one of my lovely, gorgeous friends on here, Emily Lakin, here on YouTube and on Instagram. She does little random facts in the beginning of her videos, and I nicked it because I liked the idea. I actually have a little bit of lipstick on my teeth for the duration of this video. Please ignore it. But anyways, in today's video, we're going to be talking about my eyeshadow palette wishlist. Remember when I was on a no-buy for eyeshadow palettes for the first 3 months of the year? That changed dramatically. I eventually want to actually talk about that in my low-buy update video, but I've been so ashamed that I just don't feel like sitting in front of a camera and admitting that. However, we all know that I'm an eyeshadow palette fiend. I love eyeshadows. I shadow in almost all formats. Not liquid shadow, actually. Not a big fan of liquid shadow. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but it ain't for me. I've been doing so many videos relating to my eyeshadow palette collection recently, and y'all seem to love them, and I love talking about palettes, so let's talk about some palettes that are on my wish list currently. I will most likely be purchasing these palettes at some point in the future, but currently right now, they're on the wish list. Let me just scooch my gooch over here. Hang on a minute. The first palette on my wish list is the Glam Light Cake palette. Now, when this initially launched, I was not that into it. I was like, ugh, another rainbow palette in a really tacky food-themed packaging. However, recently, I have been eyeing this palette up, and I've seen, I swear, the moment I was kind of like, okay, this palette's kind of cute though, I see everybody in my feed doing looks with this palette, and I'm just... I haven't tried Glam Light before, I really want to. I'm not gonna lie, I hate the food theme packaging. I think it's... I don't want to sound mean, but it looks like Claire's makeup to me, and also I don't like... I have a complicated relationship with food, so like I don't really want to have that confrontation in my drawer all the time. However, this packaging is the least obnoxious in my opinion. There's the least amount of wasted space, and it's also a cake. You know, cakes are cute. Not like a burger. But the purples in this palette look absolutely stunning. That green in the corner. Also, this gives me the same vibes of the Be Perfect x Stacey Marie Carnival palettes. I'm not too sure which one, I think there's 3 of them out. But this gives me the same vibes as those ones. But I kind of like the color story in this one a little bit more. It is a big palette, and I don't normally like big palettes, but... oh, this one's so cute. I definitely want to get this one day. Next up, now this one I've included in a makeup that I want but I'm not going to buy video. I'm not gonna lie, I still really want this, and I still really feel like I will eventually get this in my life. The Natasha Denona Love Palette. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. Skye, stop. But come on, guys. You know how much I love pink. I love pink. I never used to be a pink person when I was a child. To be fair, when I was a child, my favorite color was rainbow, so I love pink so much. I mean, I've got pink hair. I love pink makeup especially. Alright then. My friend Kat using makeup on Instagram has this palette, and she showed me swatches like in natural lighting, and I must say, Natasha Denona's palettes look hella ugly in their promo pictures. They look hella ugly. But in natural lighting photos, they looking cute. But my friend Kat showed me the swatches, and the shades are so pretty. Like, there's a lot of duochromes in this palette, and the mattes are just... it's just something that I feel like I would get use out of constantly. And for a £60 eyeshadow palette, you better fucking hope that you get a lot of use out of that, because I'm not gonna lie, I still think that price is absolutely absurd. Like, I think that is completely ridiculous, but Here's me, the clown, wanting this palette. Next up are a couple of Juvia's Place palettes, and these are relatively new releases. I don't think these are the two ones that are the newest releases on my wish list. And these ones are the Mauves and the Sweet Pinks little 6-pan palettes. Now again, pinks and mauves, oh my god, we're so surprised, Skye. Wow, revolutionary. The Sweet Pinks one looks so bright and fun and just, oh, cotton candy dreams, and the mauves one is so, it's so like, it reminds me a lot of the Nabla Cutie palette Wild Berry, except I kind of like the mauves one from Juvia's Place a bit better. And also, I love Juvia's Place's formula. I only have one of their palettes, the Tribe palette. I used to own the Masquerade mini, but I gave that to my cousin because I eventually didn't get enough use out of it. None of Juvia's Place's palettes really draw me in all that much, I'm not gonna lie, but these two, as soon as I saw them, my heart literally went... The double chins came out for this one. I almost bought them the day that they launched. However, I had to rein myself in a little bit and say, look, Skye, I know that they are, you know, relatively affordable palettes. However, you're gonna get a fat customs charge. A fat customs charge when that gets to the UK, so... You gotta think about these things when you're an international customer. Next palette is from Luna Beauty, and say it with me, Strawberry Dream. Again, more pinks. I think actually, hang on a minute. Seven of these palettes on my wish list are mainly pink palettes. I have a type, okay? I've heard nothing but good things about this palette in particular from Luna Beauty, and I mean... pinks are just... they're just me. They are really just me. The metallics look so beautiful and rich, and the mattes look like they blend beautifully. I really want to support Luna Beauty. I'm so fascinated by this palette, and the packaging on it is absolutely stunning, so... I would definitely catch this one on sale though, especially because, I mean, it's about, what is it, like 40 something pounds? Nearly 50 pounds for a palette. I'd definitely catch this one on sale because I know that it's on Beauty Bay, and Beauty Bay have fantastic sales, so I'll snap that one up on a sale. A couple of palettes from Ace Beauté, the first one being the Flare palette. Now this one, I know that Beaut Bean absolutely adores this palette. It's her favourite palette in her collection, and I can see why. It's stunning. And I was actually staring at this palette for quite a long time because I realised no matter which way you looked in the palette, all the shades complemented each other, whether you look at it in columns, in rows, diagonally, quads, like... This palette just looks gorgeous no matter what. I don't understand. It's not really a rainbow palette, but it's got these like grungy tones mixed with some bright tones, and it's just really nice to look at. It's a really nice palette to look at, so aesthetically pleasing. And I've seen some gorgeous looks with this palette, and I'm just like... I want you in my life. The other Ace Beauté palette that I really would like to try is the Oceanic palette. I love blues and greens. Actually, I love electric greens specifically. Like, those are my favourite types of greens. Like, the really, like, bright electric slime, just toxic greens. Those are so cute. And mixed with these blues, some of these blues in here are more bright, some are more like grungy and dark. There's a lot of range with this palette, and I really do like that. And what's interestingly enough, I don't like how dark eyeshadow looks on me. I really don't, not gonna lie. I don't like how it looks on me. But I feel like if I pair it with some of these shimmers in this palette and some of like the lighter mattes, I feel like I could make it work for me. And it is very beautiful. I mean, the shade Algae in there, one of the prettiest shades I've ever seen in my entire life. A couple of palettes from Copacetic Cosmetics. In my mind, I want to say it is Copacetic. Copacetic. That doesn't work with my accent. It does not work with my accent. I've got a weird accent, okay? It doesn't work. I'm so sorry. The first little palette from them I really want is the Lots of Love quad. Again, pinks. yeah. And probably the most unique one in this list is the Elysian palette. I know this was a palette done in collaboration with Basket Case Beauty on Instagram, and I love her. I love how there are 4 like inner corner highlight like duochrome type shades in this one. Again, the green. I also love how the palette on the inside matches the packaging on the outside. That is so satisfying to me. I love it. And this, I really want to try out Copacetic Cosmetics. Don't even try me. Don't try me. I really want to try that brand out, and I feel like those are the 2 palettes I'm most intrigued by. Now you know that this palette was on the wish list. Y'all know this one was on the wish list. The Tokyo Harajuku palette by Nomad Cosmetics. Again, I really want to try out Nomad. I feel like I would want to try out their Studio 54 quad as well, but their Tokyo Harajuku palette has my dang heart. I know a lot of people said that they don't like the middle row, which has satins in them, and y'all know how I feel about satins. Nasty. I hate satins. However, this color story is absolutely adorable, and I love that bottom row of metallics. Oh my gosh. And the packaging is so cute. I've been to Tokyo before and I want to go back. And this palette, I know it's called Tokyo Harajuku, but it reminds me of Tokyo. And I want to go back to Tokyo. And I love pastels. Y'all know this. I want to eventually do a video. I know that Beaut Bean and Amy Loves Makeup and a lot of other people have done this video where you do the battle of the best pastel palettes. I really want to do that one day because, as y'all know, I'm a pastel goblin. However, I tend to stick with what I know. I don't really venture out too much when it comes to pastels, but if you want to see that video, do let me know because I do have a couple of palettes on my way to me which do contain some pastels. Now the next 2 palettes are from Menagerie Cosmetics, the first one being the Pastel Pup. Again, pastels, we know, I'm predictable. I feel like this video should just be called Skye being predictable for 10 minutes straight. However, I know what I like, and I love pastels, I love these kinds of colours. I wish there wasn't a black in the palette, like that kind of annoys me, not gonna lie, but it's got pastels in it, it's so cute. I want to try out Menagerie's formula, and also it's got a seal on it. I fucking love seals. I don't own too many purples in my collection. I really don't. And this is the perfect little 6-pan purple palette. And again, I love 6-pans. 6-pans are so cute. Thing is though, with 6-pans, either I absolutely adore the color scheme or I am not interested in it at all. But this one I'm extremely interested in because I mean, it's got those purples, but it's got those purples that lean a bit more cool toned than warm toned. I have a few warm toned purples in my collection and I do love them. However, I want some cool toned purples to kind of like expand my repertoire. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do let me know some palettes that are on your wish list. I actually have purchased quite a few eyeshadow palettes recently, and you'll be seeing those hopefully in my collective haul that's coming soon. 2 of them may not arrive in time for the haul, but I'll still mention them. Full details of this makeup look are already on Instagram, which is beautyybyskye. Do follow me on there if you want to see more colourful looks from me, even though this one is quite the opposite of colourful. Also, this look is actually part of a 3 looks 1 palette video that I'm working on. That video should be coming soon. You can also follow me on my other social media. I have a personal Instagram, I live stream on Twitch 3 times a week, although I've been pretty bad at that recently, but I do live stream on Twitch, do follow me on there. And my Twitter are all linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here. As always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!